Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Retro Bowl franchise season playthrough. It is year one and we made the playoffs as a wild card in our first ever season with an 11-6 record. Although it's crazy is that we just as easily could be 14-3 right now and we would be leading our division. If you didn't watch episode 2 of the series, we had back-to-back overtime losses where we just didn't get the ball, sudden death overtime. So a coin flip decided those games and basically gave us 2 losses. Then the third loss is probably the most absurd loss I have ever had while playing this game. We lost that third game on some BS, meaning we could easily be 14-3 right now instead of 11-6, and we would be the top team in the division because Seattle, the Seahawks, our division rival, finished 14-3, but 2 of those 3 losses come from us. We beat them twice in the last episode, so we would undeniably hold the tiebreaker and we would be the top team in our division. But making the playoffs in your first season in a rebuild is still impressive, and we are facing a division champion, one of the weaker division champions in the league, the Carolina Panthers, who won their division with an 8-1 record. We should win this game. We'll see how it goes though. And by the way guys, since this could possibly be a short episode, if we make it all the way to the Retro Bowl, obviously that will be 4 games total because we have to win the wild card, we have to win the Divisional Round, we have to win the NFC Championship, and then we'd have to win the Retro Bowl, so that would be 4 games. Unless we make it that far, we could potentially go one and done. We could lose this game here, we could lose in the Divisional Round if we make it to that. If we only play 2 playoff games in this episode, I will actually make this episode a special feature where I will have the draft, and then we'll just go through the offseason leading up to Season 2. But without further ado, let's jump into this Season 1, and we are already in the playoffs with a better record than the team we are facing. It is the wild card, though, and let's just see what happens. Playoff football, baby. Okay, so we have the ball to start off, and Yeast is in single coverage, running a streak. First down, almost. Not quite a first down, actually, but that's all right. Barrett making guys miss. 8 yards here. And somehow that's an interception. Are you serious, man? Iceland is usually accurate. I was looking for Moxon, and just sometimes when I throw to Moxon, it's just like, he's just not open. But they punt it. So our very weak defense is able to stop the apparently not so great Panthers offense, and we actually avoid disaster there. So our turnover, thankfully, doesn't cost us. Moxon catches it and breaks a tackle here. Let's go 18 yards. A rare circumstance in Retro Bowl where a turnover doesn't completely ruin your chances of winning the game. Very fortunate. Just 8 yards to go until pay dirt for the first down and the score. Yeast, they stop us. Okay, 3rd and 5 coming up. Big play here. But it's going to be a cheese play to Moxon. Touchdown, and we take the lead despite the turnover. We are still shutting them out so far. Let's go. Big score. We're on the board first. 7-0 Cardinals. And the Panthers go right down and score. And this is a crucial drive here. They get the ball at halftime, so I definitely want to score and maintain our lead heading into halftime. Moxon's going to be wide open here. And so we're going to be at least in field goal range. Breaking tackles. 19 yards. Going to call a timeout here with 20 seconds left. Barrett making a move inside. 7 seconds left. I'm not going to call a timeout. Oh, gosh. Come on. We need a quick play here. Moxon's going to be open into the end zone, and we score with 2 seconds left in the first half. Let's go. And we are taking our lead into halftime. Good stuff, guys. And we get an interception. I didn't see who it was who made the interception, but I think it was one of our star players. Let's go. Finally forcing turnovers, and we're in the driver's seat here. And that carry by Uzoma sets us up 1st and goal from the 7. Iceland's going to scramble, get us down to about the 2. Where are we going here? Uzoma's going to be open in the flat. Let's go. Touchdown reception for the running back, and we take a commanding 2-score lead. We are in control here over the Panthers. Can our defense hold again? And we get a sack. Let's go. Our defense is stepping up big time. This is amazing. Oh, but that's a fumble by Barrett. Was that Barrett? And we suddenly have a turnover. That's not good. We cannot capitalize on our defense making a great stop. 4th quarter. And yeah. Somehow Mulkin is too slow. It said Mulkin is too slow. He's a 5-star linebacker. How is he too slow for anybody? That's ridiculous. So we have the ball, we still have a lead. 24 seconds left, winding down here. Just short passes to Uzoma. Dive down, keep the clock moving, and we should win this one without issue. Let's go, guys. Winning our first ever playoff game as head coach of the Cardinals in our first full season. This feels good as a wild card team taking down a division champion, although we were 3 games better than them, but that still feels good. 21-14, Cardinals over Panthers, and our defense came up big time. We had 2 turnovers on offense, but our defense held them. Had 3 stops, including an interception. Huge game. So let's check out these stats. Kaiser Iceland, 28 of 30 pass attempts for 3 touchdowns, did have the interception. 5 carries for 20 yards for him. Rashadu Uzoma, just 3 carries for 11 yards, but a typical good receiving day for him. 8 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown. Sidney Moxon, 8 catches for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeast, 8 for 69. Did have that fumble, though. That was nearly costly. Ashton Verrett, 3 for 31. But Kyron Mulkin, only 1 tackle, but the 1 tackle was a drive-ending sack, and he got the interception. So Kyron Mulkin ending 2 drives. Good game for him. Ty Turner, just 3 tackles. Whatever. We do win a playoff game. That feels pretty sweet. And in the divisional round, we are facing the other division champion in the NFC that had only 8 wins. The Chicago Bears made it into the playoffs with a losing record 8-9, and I guess they won their first game too. I forgot who they faced. And the Bears defeated the 49ers, who we struggled against. We both finished with an 11-6 record. They finished ahead of us in the wild card race because obviously they won the tiebreaker. So the Chicago Bears, with a losing record, beat the San Francisco 49ers. Horrible collapse by the 49ers, and we don't have to face the 49ers again. So that's pretty awesome, actually, because the 49ers had our number. So this is our second straight playoff game facing a team that probably does not belong there with only 8 wins. Let's get this done. We start off with the ball again. Gonna go to Uzoma on the first play, 9 yards. Let's go. Yeast breaking a tackle. He was in single coverage. I knew I had to go his way. 23 yards, and we are moving fast quickly to start off against these Bears. Good protection, good pocket. Out to Moxon on the out route. Breaks a tackle, but he goes out of bounds. 11 yards, though, and we are knocking on the door. Moxon making a move outside like he's done all year. 12-yard touchdown reception. Great freaking drive to start off. Let's go. These Bears do not belong here. We do, though. But the Bears do score quickly. So their offense is looking better than the Panthers did last week, that's for sure. 3rd and 4 to Uzoma breaking tackles. Let's go. Uzoma running hard today. A bit of a different strategy, running way more often than we used to. Let's give him another carry. Making man miss. Let's go. 6 more yards for Uzoma. Throw it to Moxon. Breaking tackles. Breaking another tackle. Let's go. 14 yards. Moxon looking powerful today. That's going to be a post to Yeast. Wide open. Breaking tackles. 18 yards, and we are knocking on the door here. Let's score before the half is over. Sidney Moxon breaking more tackles. 1st down and goal coming up. Uzoma charging through the line, breaking tackles, and he's down on the goal line. Actually, that's advantageous because if we waste more time, then there's less time for them to retaliate and score before half. Let's go Uzoma, getting himself a rushing touchdown. Great game for him so far, and we take the lead with 38 seconds left in the half. Can our defense hold them here? And they score right before half, and that sucks because they get the ball, but they punt. Let's go. So tie game to start off the second half for us. Let's go. Moxon making nice moves, getting himself another 1st down. Yeast on the comeback, breaking a tackle, making a move inside another 20-plus yard reception. Yeast on the curl route, making men miss. Breaking inside, no, didn't get the chance to do it, but we are down at the 3-yard line. It's going to go to Uzoma again. Breaking tackles, dang, didn't work that time. They finally caught on to us. Uzoma's been having a good game, though. Swinging it out to him, and wow, that was actually a dangerous pass. I cannot believe the linebacker did not get that one. Somehow completed pass to Uzoma for his 2nd total touchdown of the game, and we take the lead. But Chicago come right back down and score, so we have the ball to start off the 4th quarter, and what I want to do is I want to take a slow, methodical drive and then score with just, maybe 30 seconds left or so they don't even have time to charge down and score. That is ideal. Just going to eat up as much clock as possible. Iceland getting tons of time in the pocket today. Wow. The offensive line stepping up. He had a ton of time there. 3rd down and 3. Crucial down here, but we get to Moxon, and I believe he made it. So the drive continues, and the clock keeps moving. Let's go. 1st down, and we have the whole game in our hands. Iceland's going to scramble here. We are well within field goal range, and we can just eat up as much more clock as we want. Another 3rd down here, but Uzoma on the reception, 8 yards. The clock keeps on ticking down. We could take up the entire 4th quarter here, but we're going to get it to Yeast for the go-ahead touchdown. Just 20 seconds left for the Bears to do something. What an incredible drive, eating up most of that 4th quarter, and the Bears can't do anything. Let's go, and we win our 2nd consecutive playoff game, the Cinderella run. 4-13 in the last season, but we are in the NFC Championship. Let's go. Kaiser Iceland, 19 of 20. 223 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, no sacks. He had all sorts of time in the pocket. What a game for him. Rashad Uzomah, 12 carries for 41 yards. That actually might be his carries record for the season. I don't think there's another game in the season that we've played where he had 12 carries. I think there's one where he had like 11 or 10. This is definitely his best game on the ground. 12 for 41 and a touchdown. Also 3 receptions for 20 yards and another touchdown. Sidney Moxon, 10 catches for 112 yards. Bennett Yeast, 5 for 87. Ashton Vera, just 1 reception for 4 yards. Doesn't matter though, because our offense was humming the whole time. Kyron Mulkin and Ty Turner, both just 3 tackles apiece. But, you know, our offense really was our saving grace in that game. So in the NFC Championship, we will be facing the Seattle Seahawks. We beat them twice in the regular season. We are 2 of the 3 in 14-3. Will this be their revenge game? Or will we complete a 3-game sweep of the Seattle Seahawks, exposing them as overrated frauds? Or will they finally get their revenge on us? This is a huge game. Cannot believe that Seattle rebounded and made it all the way here. They have clutched it up in the playoffs, showing that they're not pretenders. That is, unless they lose to us a 3rd time. Imagine if we do that. And we hold Seattle to a field goal. Our defense has had Seattle's number the entire season long. It's kind of crazy. Like, one of our games, I think we beat them like 28-16, and we just had their number the entire game. Let's go, Yeast, making guys miss. Ooh, deep throw to Moxon up the middle here, setting a new record for our longest pass through the air. Let's go. And we are cruising to start off this game. Gonna have Yeast across the middle. Let's go on the crossing pattern. 13-yard pitch and catch. Let's go. And we take the lead against the Seahawks. Seattle takes it down, and they have to kick another field goal. Dude, our defense is making stops against the Seahawks. For whatever reason, this 14-3 team just has no answers for us. Time in the pocket, looking for Verrett on the sideline, and that's going to be a tipped intercept. Are you serious? Come on, man. I don't think that throw was late or anything. Should have caught that. That's not good. Ashton Verrett breaking tackles. Let's go. 23 yards for Verrett. He wants to make up for that drop that led to the interception. Let's go. Good stuff from the man. And going to go to Yeast. Good tackle. But we are on the 1. 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Uzomah. Touchdown reception for the running back. Let's go. And we can tie this game up. And suddenly, Seattle has woken up. Their first 2 drives were field goals, but now they have scored 2 consecutive touchdowns. This is not good, man. If we get the first down with Uzomah here, that'll be good. Yes, first down. Okay, he goes down, and we're just going to keep running, you know, take more time off the clock. And so they're going to have the ball with a tie game left. Nice run by Uzomah. They have 42 seconds left, which in this game, and with our weak defense, is unfortunately a lot of time left. Hopefully our defense comes up with a stop, man. We got to force overtime. And overtime. But Seattle starts off with the ball. Come on. There's no way. Mulkin gets a sack, and we get the ball. Mulkin comes up with a massive play after doing almost nothing the entire season. He comes alive, making a drive-ending sack, and now we have the ball, and we are in full control. All we need is a field goal to defeat the Seahawks for the 3rd consecutive time. And we will be in the Super Bowl. Mulkin finally making a crucial play. He had a good play in the last game too, but our defensive players finally making some noise in the playoffs. Verrett gets us within the 10, and I cannot believe this, guys. We are very, very close, and we win. Uzomah with the touchdown reception, and the Arizona Cardinals in the first season of the rebuild have not only defeated the division champs 3 times in a row, a 3-game sweep, but we're heading to the Super Bowl in our first ever season. That's astonishing. We are the NFC champions. Let's peep these stats. Iceland, 25 of 28, 3 touchdowns and the pick that was tipped. Rashad Uzomah, 5 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown, 7 receptions for 60 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Uzomah was definitely the offensive MVP of that game. Moxon, 6 for 77. Bennett Yeast, 6 for 61 and a touchdown. Ashton Verrett, 6 for 76. Actually a pretty good game from him. But then Kyron Mulkin, only 3 tackles, but one of those tackles being the sack that ended the Seahawks drive when they started off with the ball in overtime. Incredible. That might as well have won the game. Game balls definitely go to Kyron Mulkin and Rashad Uzomah because he had the game-winning touchdown. Ty Turner only 1 tackle. Doesn't matter. We are in the Super Bowl. in our first ever season playing a 9-8 Houston Texans team. This is the battle of the Cinderella teams. Houston makes it to the playoffs. They're the AFC champions with a 9-8 record, and we are the NFC champions as a wild card team. So here's a few things. If we win the Super Bowl here, the series is over. The goal of this series was just to win a Super Bowl, see how long it takes us. If we win the Super Bowl here, the series is over after just this video. It'll be a 3-episode series. So that's on the line. But then think about this. Won't it be crazy that we defeated the Seahawks, the top team in our division, 3 consecutive times, but we did lose to the Rams twice. We lost to the worst team in our division twice. So our total record against division opponents for the entire season, including the playoffs, is 3-4. So we have a losing division record, yet we did win the games against the one team that mattered, that being the Seahawks. We beat the Bears, who beat the 49ers in the playoffs. So the 49ers were pretenders. Someone do the research. Has this ever happened before? Has a team reached the Super Bowl with a losing divisional record? I would think that that has never happened before. So a lot of people are probably looking at both us and the Houston Texans with asterisks, saying this is, a big underdog Super Bowl, but we defeated our division champions, the Seahawks, 3 times, including the NFC Championship. We are the undisputed NFC champions. This is going to be a crazy game. The 11-6 wildcard Cardinals versus the 9-8 Houston Texans. And the Texans, by the way, did win their division, so they were not a wildcard team. Their division, the AFC South, was just weak this season. So, they won their games. So, they're an underdog, but they made it. But yeah, so we finished 3rd in our division, but we defeated the Seattle Seahawks 3 times. Has anything like this ever happened before in NFL history? If you are a stat head, stat guru type guy, please do the research. I don't think this has ever happened before. The 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, I realized this recently when I was doing some research. The 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers that won the Super Bowl against the Raiders, they lost to the Saints twice. Their division rivals, the Saints. So they did finish with an 0-2 record against one of the teams in their division. The Saints did not make the playoffs. So that's happened, but I don't think they had a losing division record in total, right? But without further delay, Retro Bowl, Cardinals versus Texans, the Underdog Bowl. And we're going to change the Houston Texans uniforms so they have the all navy blue. That'll look cool. This is crazy, man. We are in the Retro Bowl in just our first season of the rebuild. Let's get it done. Does the series end this early? We start off with the ball. Sidney Moxon. 11 yards to start off the Super Bowl. Sidney Moxon's going to be open again. Let's go. Another first down, breaking tackles, 12 yards. Looking for Yeast here. Let's go, Yeast. Another first down. No! Talk about killing all the momentum early in the game. Bennett Yeast just can't hold on to the ball. They score, but they do miss the extra point. But that is just such a buzzkill. 3 straight first down completions, but my second-round draft pick wide receiver just fumbles it. 3rd round, I think, but still. But this is the Retro Bowl, man. You got to be holding on to the ball. Moxon's going to be open across the middle. Let's go. Another first down completion, 15 yards. Oh my gosh, Moxon's so wide open. Come on, man. We are down to within the 5 at the end of the first quarter. We are threatening to score here. And Kaiser Iceland scrambling out, diving into the end zone, rushing touchdown for our star QB, most improved player in the league. Let's go. And with the extra point, we take the lead. Unsurprisingly, Houston takes the ball down, and they get the 2-point conversion, so they're back up to a 7-point lead. Uzoma's going to be open, though. Yeast breaking tackles there. Let's go. 11 yards, and we can score right before the half to tie this up. Let's go. Verrett. Okay, 10 seconds left. Going to call a timeout. We're within the 5. Need a better play. Moxon into the end zone. Let's go, and we score with 7 seconds left. We can tie it up here. Let's go. Big time score. They missed the extra point again. Their kicker is choking big time. 2 missed extra points. He's 0 for 2 today. Also, this would be the first ever Super Bowl appearance for the Texans, right? Obviously, because they weren't around until 2002. So this would be the first Cardinals appearance. The Cardinals have never won, I believe, right? So either way, we're having a first-time Super Bowl winner here today. Verrett making moves. Let's go. He looks really good sometimes for a 1-star receiver. Moxon's going to be open on this cheese play. Let's go. And with the extra point, we will take the lead. So no matter what happens, this will be a very historic Super Bowl. And can we stop them? No. Interception. Was that Turner? I think the name on the screen said Ty Turner. Ty Turner, after playing like a bust all season long, might have finally made a play. And now we are in the driver's seat. If we score a touchdown, we'll be up by 8 points with the extra point. That's amazing. Did Ty Turner finally come up for us? Did he finally make a play? Didn't have an interception all season long, and he might have just had one in the Retro Bowl that could end up sealing the game. Uzomah, get down. First down. We're cruising, dude. Let's go. A minute left in the fourth quarter. We have the ball, and we have the ability to put a nail in this one, dude. Clock keeps ticking. Uzomah. No way! Did I just lose? How are you serious? If I lost on that? No, incomplete. I just lost the Retro Bowl on a pass that I have made dozens of times. I have made that play dozens of times. And we lose. Houston Texans are your first time ever Super Bowl champions. We have to start all over again. I was like, I can't believe this. We're about to end the series here. We're about to win the Retro Bowl in our first ever season. But nope. Cheesy interception. And Ty Turner did make the pick. Ty Turner made the pick that I thought sealed the game. But once again, I blow it. That's astonishing. I cannot believe that just happened. We just lost the Retro Bowl. And wow. Going to play a whole other season. I'm shocked. That was totally my fault. Once again, we had the game completely in our hands and I screwed it up. Our Cinderella run ends and instead the Houston Texans complete their Cinderella run as a 9-8 division champion. So now we head into year 2. We were this close to finishing the series in just 3 episodes, but if you guys want more Retro Bowl content, you're going to see it now. So the run back starts. We made it to the Retro Bowl in just our first ever season, which is incredible no matter how you slice it. But the fact that we literally had the ball in their half of the field with like 50 seconds left or whatever it was, and I threw a stupid pick and we lost. I can't believe it. Other teams want to hire us. The Titans want to hire us, which is crazy, but no. So actually, we are going to do the draft in this episode because why not? We only played 4 games and we lost the Retro Bowl in horrific choking fashion. So, I'll make it up to you guys and we'll show you guys the draft because I have some ideas. So the players with expired contracts are Verrett and our kicker. You guys might be saying don't sign these guys, but we already have so many open roster spots that I'm just going to sign him. Because I like Verrett. He actually played way above his ratings. And then we're going to sign Hilton because he was fine as a kicker mostly. And unfortunately, we do have some players with pretty bad morale. Malkin and Turner are not happy, although honestly, they only had themselves to blame because they did not play well the entire season. Uzomah's not feeling great either. So here's the thing. Should I trade Uzomah? Because we currently have 2 first-rounders and a third-rounder. This would give us an additional third-rounder, but we wouldn't have a running back. Now, Uzomah was actually very good for us in the playoffs. He played great, but as you guys can see, I don't run the ball a lot. I really don't. Uzomah had like barely above 250 rushing yards in the season. He had 7 rushing touchdowns, but Iceland had like 5 or 6 rushing touchdowns. I think he had 4 actually, but we ran with our quarterback almost as much as we did the running back. So I just don't know. Maybe we keep him. He is 34. I'm just going to keep him, honestly, because we do have 2 first-round picks, and I do have an idea. So what I'm looking to draft is 2 defensive players and 1 offensive player. The offensive player I'm looking to draft is a tight end, and there are 2 tight ends on the board here. You can run 2 tight end systems. Now, Moxon did set the all-time record for touchdown receptions in a season by a tight end as a rookie. Having another tight end would, cut into his reps somewhat. Some plays do become 2 tight end plays where you have 4 routes, 2 wide receiver routes and 2 tight end routes, which is pretty cool that you have that option. So I just figure having another tight end is just good to give Iceland more options to pass to. Let's see. We have defensive players first. And wow, Juju Flynn, a defensive back, is a 3.5 star with sky-high potential. I say we sign this guy. So that takes us up to a 3.5 star defense. And so we have both the tight end prospects left. So we have Nate Owe, who has 4.5 star potential. Then we have Brady Rogers. What a name. Owe definitely looks better. Yeah, Owe is a much more complete player. Nate has a much higher ceiling. So we're going to go with Nate. So Nate Owe is going to be our second tight end. And then we are going to draft, let's go with the linebacker. 4-star potential for Savion Beecham. And then we have the option of Delvin Owens on the defensive line. Yeah, Beecham is a better option. So we have now a 3rd-round linebacker with 4-star potential. And that is our draft. So we now have 11 players. Our defense is up to a 4-star defense, and we are up to a 3.5-star offense. So what do you guys think? This is the year 2 roster. Can't believe that I blew it in the Super Bowl like that. I am very sorry about that, guys. I totally choked it. I've completed that throw numerous times before, but hey, you get more Retro Bowl content. Let me know what you guys thought. This is the squad heading into Season 2. What do y'all think? Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.